Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Waffle with Luke and Memphis. I feel like it's a constant thing now of talking about the crap parts that what WWE do with their booking. Some of it's all right, but some of it is not so good. But yeah, we're going to get into it. We'll start with the good bits. To be fair, I think Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fat, who's at WrestleMania, is going to be very good.
Yes.
It's
Unsanctioned as well.
unsanctioned
Look
as
at
well.
us.
That yes, that's one of the bright spots about all of this. I'd say Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton as well is a
Yeah.
pretty bright spot to what
I
happened on
think
Smackdown as well.
a lot of the matches are good. There's just some part of some of the matches in this build at the moment that I'm not very happy about.
Yeah, I hear it.
I just
But
think on paper the matches aren't that bad.
what you're on about for WrestleMania or
Yeah, yeah, for Mania.
yeah, I think the matches themselves look good. I think it's just the stories going into it just is not enough.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're
But
doing all right. I think they're doing a pretty decent job with the Obra and Brock stuff.
yeah.
You need to have Obba win. That's how it will pay off. Because Brock doesn't need to win. I think he's already said that he's not going to be around for much longer anyway.
hmm
So
I've heard he's
that's
retiring
some
at SummerSlam, which is in
yeah.
Minnesota, which would make sense.
Yep, that's Gunther's SummerSlam match.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
not
here for that.
against it. I'm not
I'm not
against it.
against it. It's just
I was
is
just
they just
playing on the
again
joke.
they're backing him into the corner though. They're backing him into that corner of who's old, who can he retire? Like that's the
Yeah,
thing. What's he gonna do up to SummerSlam?
I
Bring
think
Ric Flair
people,
back and retire him? Like, come on.
mate, he's retired about three times anyway. He can do it a
Exactly,
fourth.
exactly.
But I think that's the thing that people are starting to get with Gunther now. Who does he face to retire? Like at WrestleMania, everyone was like, "Oh, he's going to retire Rey Mysterio," and obviously Mysterio's injured now, so he's not going to face him. But apparently, he's still going to play a pivotal role. But this we're
What?
talking about the same person that retired John Cena. Realistically, he should be in the world title match at
Hmm.
WrestleMania. That's
No,
what
I
you
agree.
do. But
He should have
yeah,
won the
we'll
Rumble.
carry on.
Is that a hot take? Gunther
No, I don't
winning
think
the
it
Rumble?
is. I think
Exactly.
having retire AJ and then come runner up in the Rumble was stupid.
hmm
I There was no need for him to be in the Rumble if he wasn't going to win it.
Yeah.
You may as well have. I know there was literally no. I don't think there was a single surprise in the men's Rumble, but
Royce
if he wasn't
Keys?
going to, well, yeah, Royce Keys, but
Is he even in
he
WWE?
he's main eventing. He's main eventing, but he's main eventing main event. So that's what he's doing. But I mean, you've got no space for Royce Keys because he needs to learn the WWE way. But Jelly Roll is playing such a pivotal role in this road to WrestleMania. It's unbelievable. The fact he beat
This
Kit Wilson for one.
this is hard
Imagine
for
that.
me. This is hard for me
I
because
know,
I
because
love
I know
Jelly
you
Roll.
like Jelly Roll. I know you like him, and I like him as well. But imagine being Kit Wilson. You've spent your whole life training, grafting through the indies to become a wrestler, and then you lose to Jelly Roll.
When you finally get a good gimmick as well. Well, I mean,
When you
to be
find,
fair, Pretty Deadly
yeah,
wasn't that bad, but like
now
when you
Pretty
hear they
Deadly's
get
good.
injured and he's going on his own, you're a bit. I was a bit like, oh, this could be rough. And then it started. I was like, okay, this guy's cooking. And now it all sort of gets squashed a little bit by Jelly Roll.
Yeah. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, there's space for Jelly Roll and there's no space for Royce Keys. There's nothing prepared for what Gunther's going to do at WrestleMania. By the way, WrestleMania is in 3 weeks, by the way. 22 days, 21 days, something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
So,
Silly, silly.
yeah. I mean, you probably had one of the I mean, yeah, Jelly Roll was involved in the main event as well. In the
Yeah,
breakup between
yeah,
Cody and I mean, I get it because Randy teamed with Jelly Roll, but at the same time, mate, he's not even a wrestler on the roster.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's in all these segments. Watch Randy
Certainly
Orton's
something.
first. Randy Orton's first defense is going to be against Jelly Roll. I guarantee. I can already see it on the SmackDown after WrestleMania or something like that.
Yeah,
It'll be Randy Orton versus Jelly Roll. But
certainly something.
yeah. I mean,
Can I get onto
we'll get
Sammy and
to
Trick?
You know, we've got one more thing before we can
No,
get
because
onto that.
I'm raging.
I know, I know, I know, I know. But Rhea, B-Fab, Meech, and Jade, that whole promo
You might have made
just
my mood
absolutely
worse.
stunk. I don't think I've actually seen anything worse, to be honest. And this
No.
is crap to say, to be honest. But there was all just talking over each other. I'm like, what's going on?
There was
But
one point I couldn't actually understand what BFAB was saying.
oh no, oh no. But it's all perfect apparently, so it's all right. But
Weird
yeah, we'll
faction
get.
as well. Weird faction.
Yeah, it is weird because
Really
didn't she
weird.
literally beat Meechin like a couple of weeks before
Yeah.
or something like that, or
Yeah.
one of the two? And all of a sudden, they're more best mates. But it's the way, it's the way wrestling works.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get to the bit you want to get onto, and I'll stay quiet.
Where do I even start with this? Why is Sami Zayn involved in this? There is no need, absolutely no need for Sami Zayn to be in this US title match at WrestleMania. If one, this is bad enough that it's Sami in it against Trick. If Melo's not involved at all, this might be the worst thing ever.
I think Melo will. I think the
I
way the match ended, it'll be a
yeah,
triple
I
threat.
I agree, but Sami Zayn's in it. I did not have that on the cards. Like, this is really like it's just Trick Melo, and you can do this one. They have a banger, and then in like 2 3 years you can do it for the world title. They have another banger, and then there's already this level of the rivalry. But no, Sami Zayn's involved. Oh, what is
Yeah,
the point? What is the point? Like Sami can do anything else. He
yeah,
could.
I
He doesn't have to be involved in the title.
I get it and I hear it, but I think messaged you earlier. I think they're literally doing everything in their power not to put the world title on Sami Zayn and just give him all these consolation prizes
Hmm.
while he's at it. You know what I mean? But it's just what it. I mean, I wanted Melo and Ilya at Mania, to be
Hmm.
honest.
No, and again, I don't mind that. I saw someone say put Ilya and make it a four-way, and I'm like, I hear it, but it's then just takes away from Melo and Trick for me.
Nah, I get it, and yeah, it's just a bit exhausting because I was loving Melo as champion. I
Hmm.
really was, and
Yeah.
I wanted with three. It's the most frustrating thing. We're 3 weeks out from WrestleMania, and now they've just took it off him. As I
Hmm.
say, he'll probably be a triple threat, and he will be in it. But you should have just kept the title on him. He was doing great stuff with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
I
not like
don't.
he was. It's not like nothing was happening and he was just sort of hanging about. He was like the open challenge is brilliant. I think it's one of the better things to happen in WWE recent times. The fact that they've had their better wrestlers wrestling every week. What a surprise! That makes good matches. Wow, so hard to figure that out, isn't it?
Yeah, as I say, in my opinion, he's been probably the brightest spot of SmackDown because he's
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
best wrestlers on that brand.
Hmm.
And as you've just said, when you put your best wrestlers against one another, what happens? A good wrestling match. Who would have thought? But you gotta have Jelly Roll wrestling apparently. But
Hey,
I
let's
know,
call it on the
mate. It
jelly roll,
just
mate. Let's call it on the jelly
I
roll,
know,
mate.
I
I
know,
get
and
it,
I'm
I get
sorry,
it, but
and I'm sorry, but you've got all this talent. You've got your Dragonovs. You've got I know Mello wrestled obviously, but you got your Mellos. You've got all these people that are coming through, and even the ones that aren't Street Profits, prime example. You've got all these great wrestlers, Los Garza, Angel, and Berto. You've got all these great wrestlers just not getting used.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And they could be
so
doing
much
so much
struggle
more.
waste.
They have the talent. They have the talent, and I think a lot of it is going to waste. In my When was the last
Hmm.
time we saw the Street Profits?
Couldn't tell you. Actually, couldn't
Yeah.
tell you. This is what I was saying to you. Maybe a third show. A lot more wrestling to watch, I understand, but maybe a third show because then you can showcase as many as possible. Because NXT's crap, man. I was telling you the other day. NXT's
Oh,
lost all the aura.
what it once had, yes.
Yeah,
I mean, the women's division is absolutely brilliant.
yeah,
I
no,
think the
the
men's
winners.
division just
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah,
I think Ethan Page is the brightest. brightest spot of that. I think Ricky Saints is cool. I've always been a fan of Joe Hendry as well, but there's
Yeah,
nothing there. There's nothing on that men's side that's compelling. I mean, the Vanity Project, Jesus Christ, they do nothing like they do nothing for me. I mean, if you like them, fair enough. I'm not saying you don't, but they do nothing for me. Whereas the women's side of it of NXT, there's actually good wrestlers. You know, you got the
yeah,
Sol Ruca and Zarya program, which in my
good.
opinion should probably main event stand and deliver.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Kind of like how Mello and Trick did the other
Hmm.
year, and that wasn't even for the title. I think Sol and Zarya probably should, because that's going to be the best story going into it.
Yeah, but
But yeah, I mean, we can carry on talking about WrestleMania as well if you want. I mean, the Roman and Punk build. What do you think of that?
apparently CM Punk's just old. That's the only reason Roman Reigns doesn't like him. He's old. That's all he said. CM Punk said he's going to bury him next to his dad, and now all of a sudden CM Punk's just old.
Yeah, I mean Roman Reigns. I mean, take it how you want really, but Roman Reigns has really sold his match with Punk really well. I mean, he was on what was is it Jimmy Kimmel in
Yeah,
America? Is
yeah.
it that? And he goes on to say, um,
Might be Jimmy
the guy
Fallon,
I'm
but yeah.
wrestling, Jimmy
Jimmy
Fallon.
Fallon,
Sorry,
Fallon or Kimmel. One of them got
I don't.
cancelled, didn't they? I don't know. Anyway, we're not a talk show podcast.
We don't. We yeah. We're not that. But yeah, I mean, he goes on there and says, "I know you've got to talk crap about your opponent. It's quite obvious, but to go on there and go, oh, the guy I'm wrestling, I'm a way bigger star than him, and he's old. Well, that's one way to sell your match, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Just constantly saying he's old. I mean, he literally took the mick out of his deceased father. For the love of God, say something back,
Hmm.
other than
Yeah,
he's just old. But yeah, I mean.
yeah.
As I say, I'm looking forward to the match, but I think the build hasn't quite done what it probably should have done for
Hmm.
me. I think I mean, we're still a few weeks out, so obviously we're going to come back to this video, and we might look like idiots, and I hope we do, but I feel like they can do a little bit more, and I hope they realize that because Punk's done his bit. Punk's done really good. I was thinking of making a meme, you know, when Roman put him through the announce table, and Punk said, "Oh, what did he say? I'm gonna have to get it up now." But I was going to make a gambling joke out of it on TikTok. What did he say? I'm not the one that needs help. That was it. I was going to turn that into a meme on TikTok.
Me when I go
But
to the races.
yeah,
Long day.
I was thinking of making that. I thought it was brilliant. And yeah, as I say, Punk's done really well with the World Heavyweight title. And I do think he should retain as well.
Yeah, I agree. He won't, but I agree.
I think he will. I don't see a world. I don't think there's a world where all four world champions are new champions. Cause I feel as if Randy's going to beat Cody. I feel as Roman's probably going to beat Punk, but I do think Punk should win. Rhea's going to beat Jade because you need to get that belt off her ASAP. And Stephanie, Liv's going to beat Stephanie.
Cody's
So
going to be the only one to retain.
you think Cody
I
retains?
think Cody retains.
That's interesting.
That's what I think, but we'll see.
Yeah.
The joys of wrestling.
Yeah. Anyway, the last little bit. Um, have you watched Maven's YouTube video about why he thinks WWE's in trouble?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Here are the main points, and I'll see if you agree with them or not. And he put they don't do the first point I agree with. He put they don't do enough house shows, and because of it, the wrestling isn't as good. You don't get better as a wrestler by not wrestling.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's fair.
100%.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't actually watch the match to be honest, so I do hold my hands up. But I've seen a few people on Twitter moaning about the Julia and Tiffany match,
I
saying
saw
it
Tiffany's had a bad swanton. Have you seen that? Have you seen about the swanton?
no, I
It
can't,
just
I
landed
don't know.
straight on her back, like nowhere near Julia. Did not look good. Not nowhere near. It
Oh,
was close, but like it didn't look like a nice landing.
oh, right, okay. But yeah, I think I mean Maven's Maven at the end of the day. But
Hey, former Raw general manager.
sorry. What title did he win? Was it the hardcore
I
title?
think so. Yeah, I think
He's
it
never
was.
let go of that, has he? Every video I've ever watched, he's like, I was the hardcore champion at one point. But yeah, I mean, it's Maven's Maven. But yeah, I think the first point I agree with him a lot. Um, Obviously, house shows were very common. I mean, we've been to them,
Mhm.
and now they just don't happen anymore.
Yeah.
So, and that literally how shows were used to build chemistry with other wrestlers. That's why you'd have all these matches. That's why you had on the house shows, when Drew was facing Roman at Clash, every single house show you had Drew versus Roman in some
Mhm.
kind of whatever match. And
Yeah.
obviously Roman's going to win every time, but that's why they do those matches. I mean, for some of the higher up talents, the ones that are more like your mellows and stuff, they know exactly what they're doing when they get
Yeah.
into that ring. But you've got people who they're on the main roster, but they haven't been wrestling for very long. They're gonna get ring rust. It happens.
Mhm.
And my brother's a wrestler, so he's the first person that will tell us that. But yeah, he goes on to say some other things as well. He says the product as a whole is too expensive. You got to agree with it, really. Um, he put wrestlers have forgotten how to call matches in the ring because every match looks like a dance instead of a fight. But I think that's just the way wrestling's evolved. To be
Yeah.
honest,
I
you
think.
can't really
Yeah.
you can't really say anything about that. Wrestling's different to what it was. Um, Obviously, you got all the flippy guys now. That's more common. Um, and then the last one he put, which I think everyone can agree with this statement, even if you are a diehard WWE fan. There's too many ads,
Yeah.
way too many
Yeah.
ads. So,
Those
so
Saturday night main
Maven's
events are
cooked.
long.
Yeah, God, don't even get me started. But I mean, to be honest, we're in the UK, so we don't actually see the adverts, do we? But like
Yeah.
sometimes the match will just carry on, and you're like, oh, that's good. But sometimes I think it's more on the PLEs, where it's you got that song,
Yeah.
and if you're in Europe or whatever, you know exactly what I'm about, what song I'm on about. Like dun dun dun, and I lose my mind every time, every single time. I'm not looking forward to WrestleMania. I'm really not, just
Yeah.
because of
That could
that.
be long. That could be long.
Yeah, it could be very long, but yeah, that is it for this one. Um, it was a bit of a rant. Obviously, I'm hoping there was a couple of positives that we did talk about, but I think, well, in my opinion, I think the product that WWE are currently producing, I do believe it should be better.
Yeah.
There's aspects which are good,
Obviously.
and I'm not saying there isn't, but there's some aspects where,
I think the bad
as I
outweighs the
say,
good.
yeah, yeah, 100%. And I think what didn't help last night, because I was on Twitter before I went to bed, and scrolling through, and all of a sudden I see a tweet. What is that Smackdown spoiler? And then I was like, what is it then? I check what it is, and it goes, oh, Sammy's beating Mello for the US title tonight. I checked my phone at 4:30 in the morning, and Sammy's beat Mello, and I'm just there
Yeah.
like I hate to draw the comparisons because they're two different companies, but with WWE, it seems like everything just gets leaked.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like all this stuff of
Yeah.
like, oh, this person's gonna be here, this match is happening, this title change is happening. Whereas AEW, there wasn't a peep about Will Ospreay. There wasn't a
Mhm.
peep about MJF and Kenny being the plan for Dynasty the whole time. I mean, you could kind of tell that it was going to be because obviously it's
Yeah.
in Canada, but you got all these other stuff as well about this, and that, and none of that gets leaked. But as soon as it comes to WWE, it seems like everything
Everything.
just gets put out,
Yeah.
which, in my opinion, loses a bit of its
Pizzazz.
larger than life stuff in a way. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that is it for this one. Obviously, if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. We're hoping we can talk more positive about WWE when WrestleMania season comes along. Hopefully, the builds are good and we can talk about them. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll see you in the next one.